We have a lot to get through. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be reading each of your guys' questions. I'm actually going to try to get to all of them. There are quite a bit of questions that are repeat. You know, obviously a lot of people asking different people asking the same question. So obviously I won't be covering those. But yeah, we're just going to try to have some fun with this. Hopefully you guys enjoy the gameplay in the background. And hopefully I can get to all of your guys' questions. We got 136 total questions. But again, a lot of these were repeat. So I'm just going to try to go through them. And yeah, let's go ahead and get right into it. So for the first one, we have Joachim Khan. He asks, how did you start making YouTube videos on PUBG Mobile? Well, and this will also answer a lot of the other questions, how I started YouTube in general. So the first game I started covering was Clash of Clans. We started a new clan, and I wanted to make some content covering this new clan, promoting it. And, you know, after maybe doing that for a week or so, I had about 50, maybe 60 subscribers, where I thought that was going to be it. And then the channel just kept growing, and I kept, you know, learning new things, and just kept, you know, sharing the content that I was making. And then that obviously transitioned when PUBG Mobile came out. I started playing it about maybe a month after. The game was probably out for a good month before I actually downloaded it and started playing it, and I've been playing it ever since, and here we are almost 1 year later. El Ishan asks, how has your life changed after making a successful YouTube channel? I wouldn't say my life has changed as far as, I mean, it's changed in like how I kind of look at things. I'm always thinking of new ideas for content, always thinking of new ways, different ways to make videos. But as far as how it's changed, if you're asking like financially, it really hasn't at all. I'm just doing this for fun. Miha Simpan says, can you make a video with tips and tricks for moving up the ranks? It says, second question, how much do you play per week? As far as the tips and tricks for moving up ranks, check out the playlist in the Quest for Conquer. I think there's 7, maybe 8 videos in that playlist. And there's a bunch of different ways how I explain how to, move up the ranks, i.e. get to Conquer. And how much I play per week, I think it depends on the week. Now that I've hit Conquer, I'm not playing that much at all. I may be doing 2, maybe 3 games a day. So what is that? About an hour and a half. But yeah, it really just depends. How my schedule is. I don't have like a set amount that I play. Prime asks, do you have a girlfriend? And why did you start making YouTube videos? Again, we already covered that. Oh, he also asked, what software editor do you use? It's called Video Shop Pro. On PC, and also use Video Pro, which is also a PC program. And no, I don't have a girlfriend. I have a wife, a beautiful wife, and 2 young sons. Cleric Dragoon says, do you plan to assemble a team for the new Star Challenge? Absolutely, and there might be something special in store for you guys, so definitely stay tuned to the channel. But yes, the answer is definitely yes. We have Sniper Gaming. He asks, what's the best you've ever done in PUBG? If you mean the best as far as, I imagine when you say best, you're probably asking about kills. The most kills I've had was 22, and that was in a duo match back in, I think it was like season 3. I was playing a game with X-Man, and I had 22 kills. And believe it or not, I was actually on Miramar too. Let me just go down here. Okay, I don't know what that person's saying. My question is, what gameplay is the best for TPP with potato phones? Aggressive, camper, snaking, or just play solo mode? That's a question from Luigi Eugenio. If you have a potato phone, then obviously you're not going to play aggressive. You'll probably be more of the camper / snake I guess, yeah, and probably solo, because it probably wouldn't be good if, you had a really terrible phone and you could barely play. And, play with squads, that wouldn't be very good. So, yeah, stick to solo and camp is my recommendation for you. Do you plan on taking programming to competitive level? I'm not too sure. I mean, I definitely am. I definitely do want to, start doing the tournaments. Obviously, we have, the PUBG Mobile tournaments, which I have done the Star Challenge, and I made it through the first couple stages of that. Didn't get a chance to go to LA, but made it past, like the preliminaries and stuff like that, which was a bunch of fun. But yeah, I'm always eager, to learn more and, to up my game and to kind of take everything one step further. So yeah, without a doubt. General G says, are you going to be recruiting members to your clan? And if yes, can I join? Absolutely. Our clan is open to anybody. The question is there going to be room? Because more often than not, we're always sitting at 50 out of 50. The clan is Ridgeline. So, yeah. I mean, whenever you see an opening, send a request. All you have to be in is like, I think, silver or gold something, which most of you, I'm sure, who are watching this are in. But yeah, Ridgeline the clan is open to anyone. The competitive team is not. That you have to try out for. It says, are you gonna make a competitive team? Our competitive team, again, I just answered, that's Ridgeline. This is actually coming from Mr. Woken. What are some of your greatest memories on the channel? Oh, and a lot of people were asking about streaming. Mr. Woken also asked about streaming. The answer is yes, streaming is coming. Like I said, I'm an open book, guys. I have nothing to keep from any of you. The reason why I was actually streaming quite a bit when I first started playing PUBG Mobile, when I learned how to do it, because the audio is kind of weird. I'm sure a lot of you guys know that. I kind of stopped because nobody was, no one was watching, as the old saying goes, if a tree falls in the forest and it doesn't make a sound, or if a tree falls in the forest and there's no one around, doesn't make a sound. That was my whole thing. There's a lot that goes in the stream, especially for me, having a family, a full-time job. For me to sit down, for 2 hours and have 3 people watch the stream, I'm sorry, that's not going to, keep me there. You know what I mean? Just straight up. I want to, have people enjoy the content that I'm, kind of making. So that's kind of why I stopped. But that's also when the channel was on its last leg and almost dead. As you guys know, that's not so much the case anymore, sitting at 10,000 subscribers. So I'm really curious how streaming is going to go. And I really do want to give it a try again. And I think we could be pretty successful and retain some, some good viewership. Some of the greatest memories, there are tons of them. Bunch of ups, bunch of downs. This is probably my greatest memory right here, is getting 10,000 subscribers and actually getting some traction on the YouTube platform. But of course, all different subscriber milestones. My first video in PUBG Mobile that more or less blew up, at least for a channel my size, was the How to Become a Better Thumbs Player. That was an incredible video that almost changed my life as far as YouTube goes. And it's almost at 100,000 views. Again, compared to other content creators, it might not sound like a lot, but for me, that is huge. Especially only, sitting at 10K subs, getting a video that has almost 100K. That's a lot. How much money do you earn from YouTube to keep rocking your fame? Do you have a different job as well to support? That's a question coming from Caretaker. Yes, I do have a full-time job. Absolutely. YouTube, I make pennies on the dollar, like literally. I'm not trying to hide like all this money I'm, stacked, from YouTube. No. I mean, in a month, sometimes you could make $50 in 1 month. Other months you could make $300, at least for a platform my size. So again, a channel this size is not in it for the money. You're in it for the love of what you do. That's this stage. Once you get up into the, the million subscriber echelon where your videos are getting, 300,000 to 400,000, views a video, that's when you're starting to make the big bucks. Which one's your favorite, TPP or FPP? This is coming from Farshad Safarpur. I would say my favorite to play is probably TPP. Just in general, I really, really like it. I have started to play FPP again. But if I had to honestly pick one, I would say third person. I think it's a bunch of fun to play and a lot of fun to play with your friends. Okay, some more congratulations. Okay, see, a lot of these are the same ones. What's the biggest fear you have about PUBG Mobile? My biggest fear is probably when I drop hot and I don't have a gun and I see 6 red footprints on the minimap completely surrounding me and I know that I'm gonna die. How do you face a squad? I usually get nervous and kill 2 or 3, and the last guy usually kills me. I'm not really sure how to, that's completely situational, not exactly how to answer that. That's a question coming from Ultimate Gaming. Do you love any other games other than PUBG Mobile? Absolutely. PUBG Mobile is the game that, that I cover on this platform. Originally, I was playing Clash of Clans, Hitman, the Grand Theft Autos, those type games are the games I usually play. Let me see. What do you think the best overall loadout is in the game? Early game and end game. Early game, anything you can grab. Pretty much. Anything. If I had, and I know I do, a lot of people do ask this, and it's such a difficult question because I really do like so many different weapons. But definitely for bolt action, if you're asking what the best loadout is, of course it's going to be the AWM. An AWM in your hand puts so much power behind you, and you almost have more confidence going into any battle when you have an AWM. If I had to pick one, I don't know. I'm still a big fan of the M16, the Tommy gun, the M4. That's pretty much one for each caliber. And for 7.62, probably the AKM. So I gave you like a favorite of each one of the calibers. Next season, will you start to focus on playing squads? Absolutely. I have reached Conquer in solo. I've reached Conquer now in duos. So that kind of be the ultimate challenge, is making Conquer in squads. So yeah, I mentioned how we started making the channel already. Which is better to play, claw or thumb? That's coming from Deepak Main. Of course, for me, again, this is just opinion based. I would say claw. If you ask, Rolex, what do you think is better? I imagine he'd say thumb. He's a thumb player and he's 10 times better at the game than me. But for me, I would say claw. For the everyday player, you will see your gameplay increase by playing claw. Good question to Deepak. Red Max Gaming says, when did you start playing PUBG Mobile? I'd say about 10 months ago. 10, 11 months ago. Yeah, a lot of these, am I going to start streaming? Mr. Midge asked when we're going to start streaming. Absolutely. And again, I'm just kind of reading these as we go. Justin says, what do you think when you hit 10K? I was actually in a game with you, and I about shit myself. I think King ended up telling us that I hit 10K. I had no idea that I had even gone over until King had mentioned it in that game that we were playing. What are the odds of that? What's the best, thumb, gyro, or claw? I've never even played gyro. I don't even know how to pronounce your name, dude. Varavahula Sai Manahar. What's the best, thumb, gyro, or claw? Again, I would say claw. I've never even played gyro. When did you start making a YouTube channel? From Hussam MN. Can you pass a day without playing PUBG Mobile? Absolutely. That's coming from Hussein MM. Yeah, I do it. I mean, it sucks. I mean, I'd much rather be playing, but yeah, it does happen. Hypnotized World. Oh, that's more of a comment. He says let's get to 100K subs this year. That'd be nice. Death Zone. Oh, just congratulating you. Says rip me. I'm late. No, you're right on time, dude. Rishab Ramahan, he asks about doing custom rooms for your fans. Make a video and let's see how it goes. Just a suggestion from a subscriber. Yeah, we're definitely, I plan on doing that. What I'm going to be doing is putting in the community tab whatchamacallit. In the community tab, I'm going to be putting a questionnaire poll thing for time zones, and whichever time zone slot you guys all select, because again, the whole point of having the streams is so you guys can be there to enjoy it live. So definitely, you know, make sure you guys are checking out that community tab so you guys can see when that posts. It's going to be very important for these streams, because again, the time that you guys all select that wins, that's the time we're going to be doing the live stream. AWM or crossbow coming from Bosnian Games, of course. AWM. Raj, he asks, how many years do you see yourself sitting with 1 million subs? I don't even know, dude. I mean, it took about 1.5 years to get 10K. So, I mean, unless something insane happens, 100 years. It'd take me 100 years to get 1 million subs. What's your favorite landing spot on all maps? That's coming from Benny. I would say my favorite spot in, well, I mean, for each one it'd be the hot drops, right? So for Erangel, I would definitely say Pachinki. Miramar, I love going to Picado. I think it's one of the most unique places out of all the maps. For Sonok, actually, you know, for Sonok, I mean, Boot Camp is great. It's a madhouse. But I mean, as far as if I had to pick my favorite place, actually, it would be Docks, located in the southeast corner of Sonok. Awesome loot, nice scenery, and it's absolutely incredible. Check out the loot there. Bikini, I don't really have a place. I like Mount Kresnik. I like Port. I think Port's also lit. And Trevno in the northeastern corner of the map. I'd actually say Trevno would probably be my favorite in Bikini. Good question coming from Benny. TRX, this is kind of a unique question. TRX Jordan asks, what is your favorite sound in PUBG Mobile? I don't know, man. Probably the M249. How it sounds and how it reloads. Bro, can you make it tips for solo squad player that gets rushed on last circle? I think I've done, you know, last circle videos. Just check out the tips and tricks playlist. You can find a video in there that's coming from SiresB26. Mr. Rooster asked, what type of player are you? Camper or just push? I would definitely say just push. I'm not sure how many of the videos that you've seen. Will you participate in any tourney? Coming from Bumblebee29. Yeah, absolutely. I've actually been in a couple. Let me see. I'm just kind of reading through some of these. Anish Nagar says, what are the benefits of playing PUBG Mobile on emulator? I don't think there are. I don't think there's any benefits, because if you're planning on doing any type of tournaments or even doing any type of custom rooms, you can't do them. So I'd say don't. The Tangle TV says, how can I gain subs on YouTube? Just keep grinding. I mean, there's no secret ingredient to having a successful YouTube channel. You just literally have to grind. You have to find your niche, find your audience, and, you know, just keep coming up with creative ways, you know, to kind of, you know, look at things differently. thinking of things outside the box. Reynold George says, how old are you? I'm 32. He says, do you do YouTube videos for a living? Absolutely not. I would be living in a cardboard box, underneath a bench somewhere. Absolutely not. Good question, though. Yeah, a lot of people asking, how I first started YouTube. My favorite PC streamer, coming from Drexler7, without a doubt, would be Dr. Disrespect. The guy's a freaking legend. He's hilarious. He makes me, I laugh my ass off when I watch him. I think he's so unique. He's freaking amazing. Sammy Park says, what state are you from? I'm from California in the United States, of course. And this is another thing. A lot of people asking a lot of questions about videos that I've already done, because recently we've just gotten so many new subscribers in such a short amount of time. They haven't seen the videos I made 9 months ago. But we have Your Free Advisor says, please make a video for claw setup. And again, I've done a couple different claw videos, so make sure you're checking out the playlist. I think that's under the tips and tricks playlist. But yeah, that is kind of a problem I'm running into, is a lot of people asking about videos I've already done. And so it's like, should I just remake, like a new edition, like remake some of these videos? We upload a funny montage video coming from Gopnik Adidas. I think I've done a few of those, I believe. But yeah, if you mean like a mem one, I've always kind of wanted to do that. Usually I just do kind of like the compilation, like the Conqueror compilations. I did one of those about 5 days ago. What's your KD? My KD usually sits around 5, for each one of the modes. It's a little higher in FPP. I am ranked lower. But yeah, my KD is a little bit higher in FPP than it is in TPP. But yeah. Let me see. Again, I'm just kind of reading through these as we go. Mobile Gamer SU says, how long have you been playing this game? Again, about 10 months. Alex Bro says, when are you going to do a face reveal? I've showed my face a bunch of times. It's not like it's something that I try to keep. I just don't do like the face cam. I like the content to be focused on the viewer to be focused on the content rather than me. You can just look at my community tab. I think down in like Christmas time, I posted a Christmas picture of me, my wife, and my 2 young boys. What is the sensitivity in your PUBG Mobile settings? That's coming from Tanmay S. I'd have to do a setting. I don't think I've ever shown you guys my settings. I'd have to show you, but it's basically like medium settings. It's not low. It's not super low sensitivity. It's not super high sensitivity. It's kind of right there in the middle. Are you planning to go? Yeah, a lot of these. This is a good one. Munu says, what drives you to spend this much money in open crates and stuff, which doesn't do anything except the look? I don't know. It's a lot of fun. And I know that a lot of people enjoy, I like, sometimes like being the guinea pig for some of these things. Again, I don't do like the ginormous crate openings where I'm spending, $400 or $500. I've never had a channel sponsorship ever. But I like being kind of like your everyday type person, where if you're going to spend money on the game, you're probably going to spend around maybe $30 to $50 on a crate opening, maybe. So those are kind of the crate openings that I do. Again, the most I've ever spent, I think was like $120 in actual one sitting. And that crate video was a couple weeks ago. But yeah, it's I don't know, it's just a lot of fun. It's kind of you're venturing into the unknown. You just never know, what you're gonna get, and whether it's a bad crate opening or a good crate opening, a lot of people enjoy watching it just because you just don't know how it's ever going to turn out. And it's so mysterious. What was your favorite drop spot on each map? So I think we kind of went over that. That's actually coming from my good buddy, Kevin Rutherford. These questions go forever. What's, Doom Sloth says, what screen recorder do you use? I use Mobizin for Android. Expirables YT says, did you ever expect to hit 10K? Absolutely not. I thought we were going to stop at around, I thought once I got to 100, or maybe even a little less, maybe around, 60, 70, somewhere around there. I never thought it was going to be what it is today. I mean, it's crazy. Gotham says, this is how new some of the people are to this YouTube channel. He says, will I ever do a giveaway? Dude, I do giveaways probably more than, I venture to say more than any other YouTuber. I mean, honestly, just think about it. I probably do the most giveaways. I know Ivy does a lot too. I know he gives away a lot too, but I'm right up there with him as far as the amount that I give back to the subscribers. I net nothing. Let me see. Will you work, Flame JM75 says, will you work hard to make it to 1 million subs? I'm just going to be working hard regardless. I cannot even imagine even sitting where I'm at right now. 1 million is not even, that's not even on my mind. It doesn't even cross my mind. Rick Garcia says, as you have gotten better at PUBG Mobile, what was your hardest learning curve to become a better player? Probably transitioning from thumbs to claw and kind of relearning how to snipe. It's very, very difficult retraining your muscle memory in your hands and, tapping with your index finger rather than your thumb, on a snipe where it has to be pinpoint accurate. That was probably the most difficult transition to make. Vab Patel says AKM or M762. I'm going to stick with the old school, man. I'm going to say AKM. And all you need is a comp and you're ready to go. Shekbar Kumar says, we'll be taking part in the crew challenge. Absolutely. Yep. Okay. A lot more of the streaming questions. My first ever video was a Clash of Clans video. That's coming from Major Gunpowder, asking that one. How does it feel? Battleship Black 34 says, how does it feel to have so many subscribers? It feels amazing. It seems like you guys are genuinely enjoying the content as well, which is even more important than me. It's not so much the subscriber count, it's people actually watching the videos, which makes it that much more special. And Shed P asking about a face reveal. Again, I show my face a lot. Just for you guys, I'll put my face in the thumbnail. That'll cover a lot of these questions. Hypnotized War. Oh, okay. Well, this is a good question, so I'll answer this one. He says, do you think they should give an option to give UC to friends? Absolutely. I don't see why they shouldn't. Someone's still spending the money. They should give an option to buy. I mean, put a price tag on everything. I think they'd make way more money. Cool Boy says, how can I move up from Crown 2? I'm stuck here. Maybe we can play squads. I know you're a squad player. Maybe we can play squads next season. I know a lot of you guys are asking me to play squads, so I'll more than likely be doing that in season 6. And of course, watch the Quest for Conquer videos, dude. Watch all of them. They really will help. Troll Senpei said, what would you do if a teammate threw a grenade on you to kill you and take your items? That's actually happened. I made a video on that. That actually happened. Oh, and he says, and you survived the nade. Well, do unto others. I really don't know. I'd probably end up reporting him. I'd probably talk shit in voice, and I'd probably try to do it back. Or I would just go somewhere else on the map, and more than likely he would die and I wouldn't. There's a lot of different ways for that one. Were you there on game? Xenon says, were you there on Game Investment stream yesterday? Yes, I was. Game Investment is a legend. Would you ever push FPP? Or UOYT says, would you ever push FPP? I mean, I am actually considering it. And I'm having a lot of fun. I've been playing quite a bit of FPP recently. Yeah, so I'll probably put that in one of my community tabs in one of the polls, once the season comes, a little closer to an end. I'll more than likely, I'm going to leave it up to you guys, what you guys want me to rank push in the next season. Rockhound7 says, what is your favorite PUBG Mobile streamer / content creator? I don't know, man. Probably Powerbang. Honestly, I watch Powerbang from Clash of Clans. I watch him now, obviously on PUBG Mobile. I think he's freaking hilarious. I think he's genuine. Anybody, because I do know quite a few people that have met him personally, and everyone says, like, he's the real, he's the real dude. He's not, how he is how you see him in videos is how he is in real life. He's the, and that's what's most important for me. Someone who's not, two-faced or anything like that. So, without a doubt, I'd have to say Powerbang for sure. How have you been grinding with your channel? Ask Eric Lonzo. I've been doing it about 1.5 years now. Axel Mixture says, do you live in Colorado? No, I live in California. Jennifer says, do you think they should give other items instead of the same basic items when you open a crate? No, I think they should refresh it. They should do something. Those have been the same items literally since season 1. Come on, PUBG. It's been 1 year. Yeah, they definitely got to upgrade those basic items coming from the crates. Ahmad El Murad says, will you play with your subscribers one day? Absolutely. Again, we'll be doing the streams. I want to do custom rooms. I got so many custom cards to get through. So yeah, but anyway, I don't even know how long this video went. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the gameplay in the background. 10,000 subscribers. Again, I cannot thank you guys enough. You guys are awesome. Stay tuned tomorrow for another special 10K subscriber celebration video. You're not going to want to miss it. And on that video, I'm going to announce the winner to, I'll be announcing a couple of the winners to the giveaway for those of you guys that participated in the questions. But until next video, you guys, this has been Riggs from Riggs Gaming.